Hello, fellow diecasters, and welcome to the insanity that is Diecast Insanity.
He's
I
back.
am back. It has been probably almost a year now.
Probably pretty close.
Yeah, while I was working at Sonic, it kept me away during the weekends quite a bit, but I have found a new job where I get weekends off. It's great. So you're gonna be seeing a whole lot more of me from now on.
So hopefully, and we'll get some more customs going and
We'll get back to it. We'll
and
get
all
back
that good
into
stuff.
it.
So today we got our new castings review. Licensed. Well, they're licensed, and then there's a few unlicensed that I've thrown in here that I have that I thought were kind of cool
That we got.
that we got. And Elisha has most of these cars too. There's a few he doesn't, but he has most of them. So let's get set
I
up.
think I have like half of them.
Yeah.
I think I have like half of them.
So let's get set up and we'll take a look, and then after we take a look at them on the turntable, we'll give you our top 5. So let's take a look. All right, so I thought we would start with trucks. All right, so let's see. Let's start
Just
with
ignore our yammering.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start
All
with
right.
the let's start with the European one, and probably a candidate for top 5, I would think.
Oh yeah.
Is the Land Rover, what is this one? The Defender 90 in red. This is the first color. Oh, come on. There we go. This is the... All right, you're being a pain. Let's put you down here then. I need to put something on this so they don't roll off. There we go. So this is the first color. I can't remember what the recolor was, tell you the truth.
Nope, neither can I. I just know this truck is awesome.
I love the
I love-
temple work on this truck. It is cool. I like their
I
choice.
like the detailed paint on the inside of the rims.
I know, that's a cool
That's
touch.
that when the rims are imprinted like that, when they're molded like that, oftentimes Hot Wheels doesn't paint them. So it's really cool to see that painted touch on the wheels.
The only drawback is I wish they would have done the spare the same way.
The same way, yeah,
But-
for sure. But this would be a really cool car to take and just detail up. You couldn't put a metal base on it, sadly, because I don't believe Hot Wheels
not
did
one
a
exists yet. no.
premium of the short
Though-
truck.
Though
Love that Hot Wheels is coming out with more British vehicles.
that's true. Yeah.
There are not many British vehicles that Hot Wheels has made. You could probably count all of the British castings on your hand
Yeah.
that Hot Wheels has ever done.
Which is pretty cool though. We did get 2 this year, so
Yeah, it is
So-
really cool to see more British castings coming out, and I love the square body SUV style,
especially this one.
especially the Defender. I love this Defender, and then the Defender that was in the Car Culture this season.
Yeah, the bigger one. I can't remember what the number of that one was. So, probably another really cool one. We'll go American now. The rest of these are all pretty much American. This is the first edition of the Dodge.
Rebel should be.
Yeah, no, 1500 Rebel. I was trying to remember
1500 Rebel.
trying to remember what the number was.
Dodge
First
is
color. I believe the second color was tan, if I remember right.
good looking truck. Definitely Dodge's way of competing with the Ford Raptor.
Yeah, definitely. Same kind of styling.
Same kind of idea, same kind of off-road Baja truck idea. It's a good-looking truck, I think.
I think it's really I love the detail that, because this was one of the few ones we got headlights, tail lights,
In mainline.
and
for
mainline.
sure.
The ram on the tailgate's done. The ram on the front grill is done.
The
It's
Rebel
got-
decal.
yeah, Rebel decal
on the
and
tailgate is
4x4.
awesome.
And it won't stay on the...
No, we're gonna devise a way.
We'll figure this out sooner or later. But probably the coolest Ram truck they've come out with in a while.
Definitely. Love that Hot Wheels got this truck and made it. It's a gorgeous truck. It's cool to have as a part of your collection.
It'd be neat to see a premium
Oh yeah.
here soon of that. Could be really, really cool. Really, really sweet. Another one that I think is really cool, and another, what, is this like the 3rd year in a row we've gotten a new Jeep?
I believe so.
Yeah. The new Jeep Gladiator. Isn't there another name on there? No, it's just a Gladiator. 2020 Jeep Gladiator.
The pickup truck that Jeep came out with. There's definitely been a lot of expansions in the off-road world.
Yep.
Um,
I like
Hot Wheels did a great job
Yeah,
of
I like the-
casting this. You can see a lot of the detail on the nose of the truck, on the hood, the grill vents on the hood.
the Gladiator on the hood. You can't really see it on the red version. The second color, you could see it a little more prominently, but
For sure.
But,
I like how much better Hot Wheels has been getting with their bikes and whatnot molded into the
oh
bed of
yeah,
the
they
truck.
are looking a lot better. These are some nice looking off-road bikes, some really cool ones. And you can even see the two gas cans
in between them.
in between them there. So really neat.
Yeah. I like how much better they've gotten with their molding of accessories or
Yeah, they're getting more
Or-
detailed.
yeah.
The plastic's getting has a lot more detail in it, and you can see it a lot better.
because I think back in the early 2000s, there'd probably only be one bike in this.
Yeah, it probably would have too. Yeah, it probably would have only had one.
It would have been
So-
a little oversized for the truck,
Yeah.
especially with how short this bed is.
Yeah, because it's a really short truck. And I don't know, I wonder if you could actually do that in a real Gladiator. You probably could. It'd be close, though. I think the bikes would actually stick out a tad bit more in a real one, but
I love the hinge molds
yeah,
that you got in
on
there.
the
You
doors.
can
Yep,
specifically see those Jeep style hinges
that makes
designed for them to come off.
gives it that more realistic
Jeep look.
Jeep look. So now let's go forward, and this is the mainline debut, first color of the F-150 Lightning.
Gorgeous truck.
Different than the premium. If you had them together, you could see the differences between the two. But the only thing I'm disappointed about this one is the color. I would have went with another color, to tell you the truth. Maybe black,
I like it.
but it's an okay color.
I like it as a color. Maybe not on the truck. I think it's pretty cool, but it is definitely a golden color that we've not seen in Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
another
that's
one
true.
of
That is true.
the another one of the few mainline cars with detail painted rear tail lights and
Lights, yeah.
headlights and the lightning decal on the
On the
front fender
yeah.
on both sides.
I loved this truck when it first came out in real life. It was really cool
Dream
that they
truck.
did it. Really sweet.
Even the Ford on the grill you can see is detailed. So one of the few decently highly detailed mainline vehicles that Ford has done.
Yeah.
Or not Ford, but Hot Wheels has
Hot
done.
Wheels, yeah. Very cool. It's going to be neat to see what they do with this down the road. And the premium one, too, for that matter, seeing as it's only debuted in Fast and the Furious so far. So the last, I would have to say, real truck is probably one that I've been anticipating for. The 1991. And this is another performance truck, just like the Lightning, except this is the General Motors version, the Cyclone.
Although it is a much smaller truck than the Lightning one.
That's true. This is like based on the C10, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Or the
S10.
S10.
S10, yeah, based
Yes.
on the S10 chassis.
Which there was an S10 made into a performance truck, although the GMC was much more
I think it was a lot more prominent, a lot more well known than the Chevy.
a lot
version.
more advertised than the Chevy.
And
truck
what I
was.
I like to see now that they've done the Cyclone, I'd like to see them, and I think they're doing it too. I just don't know when. Is to its sister truck, the Typhoon,
Yes,
which was based on the GMC Jimmy chassis.
the late Jimmy chassis.
Yeah, late. Yeah,
Not the one you probably all know and
Well,
love.
yeah, that's
but
different, but still really cool. The only thing that does not get me with this one is its wheel choice. I'm
Me too.
not really
yeah, I was gonna mention that.
keen on the wheel choice for the truck. I think maybe the SP5s might have been a better choice, or a regular 5-spoke.
A classic 5-spoke.
A classic 5-spoke might be even better. No, Steely's wouldn't look too good.
No, but,
something other than the blade tires would be.
These, I personally don't like the wheel choice, just like Troy.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
I think they could
outside
have.
of that, it's a great chassis. Outside of the wheel choice.
I think they could have done a little bit more light detailing.
Yeah, I see. That's what I don't understand is that this truck is exactly like both the Lightning and the Ram.
As performance trucks.
Well, performance trucks, and you got nothing on the top, nothing on the sides other than Cyclone. So why wasn't at least the headlights on the front done?
But the tail lights are done.
But the taillights are done. But they didn't do the headlights.
So it is.
Yeah, it's kind of
an
a
interesting choice by Hot Wheels to do that.
Yeah, because I mean the Ram is about the same, other than the fact that there's no side detailing on the Ram.
Same with the Lightning.
But the Lightning's got lightning on the side, and we got the grill and the headlights done, and this says Cyclone on the side, but we've got nothing on the front.
So yeah, I think there's definitely room for improvement in this truck.
On that one, yes.
From Hot Wheels, you can always do it yourself.
Yeah.
It's quite easy to do it yourself, especially if you've got a steady hand for painting.
So the
all in
recolor of
all-
this, yeah. Oh, sorry.
All in all, it is a good truck. It's a cool truck in real life, and it's a really cool truck to have in your display.
Yeah. The second color was red, and then of course we got it in premium in the Power Trippin', and you guys saw that in the haul video that I picked one of those up. So it'll be interesting to see what else happens down the road with this one. The next two aren't necessarily real, but are pretty cool. This is the, what do they call this, the Frankenstein? The Frankenrod, or the Frankenstein rod, which is basically, I would say, a 54 Chevy, I think. Somewhere around those lines. I know it's a Chevy. I just can't remember what year it is. Nose-wise, cab-wise, but...
Could definitely see this being a drift truck in real life. Something with Monster on it and Ken Block driving it.
Yeah.
Even though it's a Chevy.
Yeah.
But
he's
those-
a Ford guy, but still.
Those big tailpipes coming out right under the door hinges.
All right, by the front fender's pretty cool.
I like the detail on that. You could definitely, the detail on the motor, that's definitely gotten a lot better by Hot Wheels.
Yeah. They're not as blocky or as
You can
unrecognizable.
see a lot of what's inside the truck on this one. It's not
Mhm.
just a blank, empty space. There's
Yeah.
a lot to look at. It's very appealing to look at. The blue and the gold color combo, I think, was a really great choice. It's a good looking combo
Mhm.
for colors.
The second color is even cooler than this one, and it's almost a crimson red with the same decal, with the same silver or gold accent decal tempos. So really
But,
cool
yeah,
truck.
I don't think that this truck would have done any better in a glossy or a metallic.
matte.
Definitely matte suits this
Yeah,
truck.
definitely. And even the crimson color was a matte color too, so it's really cool. And this one goes along with the other street rod from last year.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head, but it's very, very cool, very, very sweet. And then we've got Brandon Fatuski's first addition to the 2020 main lines. We're going to include this in with the trucks because it's kind of an off-road vehicle, and it is the Big Air Bel Air, a kind of a take on a off-road 55 Bel Air. Very cool. I love this thing. This is one that did not disappoint when I saw it and wanted to pick it up, and it didn't disappoint me at all. It is really cool, really sweet. The recolor on it was white, and there is is it a Kroger? It's either a Kroger or a Target edition special color. I can't remember what it is. It might be blue. I can't remember, but those are the current colors that are out on this so far. Once again, Batuski does a great job with 57 Chevys. He's the one that did the gasser.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really cool. I love all the little sponsor details on it. On the side, the top, the back.
Definitely something I could see doing the Baja
Just
here in the States.
yeah, very cool car.
Very gorgeous car for sure.
This might be something to do some custom things with down the road, maybe.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
neat. Kind of a neat. They got the headlights and the gas can sticking through the trunk. You can see the spare tire in the back window. The shocks that are molded into the roll bar inside the car, and then the shock towers up through the hood. So very nice, very cool.
Very detailed for a mainline vehicle.
Yeah, especially with all the little details inside the passenger and driver compartment. Very cool. So one that I was looking forward to and did not disappoint me when I found it either. So very cool there. Let's go sports cars.
Performance vehicles.
Put that in there. We gotta put that in there. All right. Those are right. We'll do those later. So let's take a look at this Norway. I can't remember, or Sweden. It's either Norway or Sweden. But the Koenigsegg Jesko. First color, only color out so far. If I would have to say, probably my most anticipated but most letdown, I would have to say.
Oh yeah,
Disappointment in the way it actually turned out. To me, it's the wing. The wing is kind of funky.
Yeah, for sure.
But still pretty cool. It's nice to have another Koenigsegg.
Koenigsegg's are they're cool vehicles. It's a cool group of people that are making these. You can watch documentaries on the guys that designed and made these cars. Very fast cars.
Some of the fastest cars in the world.
Some of the fastest cars in the world, indeed. But it's a cool little documentary to watch. They're cool cars. I think Hot Wheels did a pretty good job with this one. The other one is definitely better.
Yeah, it's a premium car too, so it makes a difference. But it's hard to do the way this wing is in real life on a casting at this price anyway. So that's probably why it didn't turn out too well. It's still pretty cool. It's still a cool car. I'd have to say it's probably the disappointment in just anticipating it and then seeing it when it came out was kind of a little bit of a letdown, but still pretty cool.
It is definitely the small paint details that are on it, the green pinstripe around the hood scoop, the headlights, and the fender grills are some cool details on this car. The outline of the rear exhaust pipe on the back is quite cool indeed. I think they could have done
the tail
lights as well in those, because it's very obvious where they are here and here.
I think that's why
it wouldn't have been hard to put a little red paint stripe in there.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't have been. It probably wouldn't have cost much more. It might have been better just to take the black stripe off the wing and do the brake light rather than do that black stripe right there. But, you know, that's Hot Wheels choices, so very cool. Kind of a little bit of a disappointment, but not too bad. Probably one that I didn't think was going to be as cool as it is, but really, really is the McLaren Speedtail. I didn't think I was going to like this car as much as I do. Very cool car. The wheel choice on this car is dead on because it looks exactly like the real thing. That's the way the real car is. It's got discs in the front and like a 9 or 10 spoke in the rear.
Yeah. Definitely Hot Wheels not straying from what it always does with McLarens, that bubble top. One thing I definitely do not like about Hot Wheels with their McLarens is the bubble top for the windshield. The entire top of the car is a bubble. It takes away from a lot of the detail of the real cars because you can't see a lot of outlines with it. Door outlines and window outlines. It just looks like one big top with a few indentations on it.
I think they need to start. If they're going to do this, I think they need to start painting them a little more.
Getting some paint on.
To make it, to break it up, to get rid of the plastic look totally and give us a little more detail on the roofs.
Yes, but it is definitely a classic Hot Wheels move for the bubble top on McLarens.
Oh yeah, because the 720 was that way, and the Senna was that way as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a cost saving to save on metal to make the roof all plastic, especially in a car that's this long. I mean, it is a long car. Still really cool. I love the color choice. This kind of bluish gray.
Oh yes, the blue.
Bluish gray is a cool color. Very sweet car. The little red accent on the roof kind of sets it off. And the brake lights, you can't really see it, but there is red in there.
Oh yeah.
But you can barely see, there we go. Maybe you can
Yep.
see it right there that way, but they are done. So very cool there. So another British entry there in the McLaren. Another British entry, and one that, now that I've seen it in person, looks way better than it does in photos and on the internet, is the new Bentley, this is a 2018 Bentley Continental GT3, another race car.
Yes, another one to add to the IMSA selection of
Actually,
race
it's never.
cars.
Well, no, it does run in IMSA, but it hasn't run at Le Mans because this car runs in the Blaupunkt series
Yeah,
in
it has
Europe.
not run in Le Mans or the 24 Hours of Daytona.
No, not yet.
And I don't believe it's running the 12 Hours of Sebring yet.
No,
either.
not yet. No.
It is a very cool entry to that area of race
I
cars.
love GT race cars.
They are so cool cars. This car sounds amazing in
does.
real life.
It does.
Um,
Very cool. The
I
next paint scheme I see coming out for this though is even more race car oriented. So it's going to be interesting to see it when it comes out. Other than this green and just kind of a general racing paint
Yes.
scheme. I had a lot of people talking about on the internet about the disappointment about the headlights and the grille not being done. Yeah, but it doesn't really set it off that much.
I do think that they modeled it very well.
Yeah, so you can actually
you
see
can
it.
actually tell what's what. On some of the older Hot Wheels, it's very hard
Yeah.
to tell what's the grill and what's not, but you can
Yeah, you
see
can
the
see it on
grill
there,
mesh. You can see the split in the grill mesh, which is a classic Bentley look.
Yeah.
They, no matter what they made, they tried to get that in their cars.
Yeah.
Just like BMW does with theirs.
Yeah. So
But
it'd be very easy to detail the front of this car if you wanted
it's
to.
definitely easy to see that line, and I
Yeah.
think that's great.
So it's going to be interesting to see this one. Hopefully we'll see a premium of this down the road.
Yes.
Maybe there'll be a GT car culture set or something, which would be really sweet to see.
Yeah,
So
here soon, you're going to damn well be able to make an entire 24-hour IMSA race
Yeah.
with all the premiums that Hot Wheels has come out with.
yeah. So let's go to Germany and the new, what is this, 2018? No, 2019 Audi R8 Spider in white.
Convertible top.
Convertible. That's why they call it the Spider. Very cool car. Love the Audi R8. Really sweet car. Literally, this one is detailed to the nines.
It is.
Both
It
the
is a
front
very-
and the back. Even the plastic that extends into here makes it even look more detailed.
Definitely a very well modeled car by Hot Wheels.
Yeah, very well
They're-
proportioned too.
The front and the rear license plate are done. Headlights and taillights are done.
Good looking interior. Nice car. I thought this is a real. The gas cap's done.
Definitely a very well modeled car. You can clearly see the Audi symbol on the front nose.
But I think this is way more better done than the other R8, the roofed one, not the race car, but their other Audi R8 when they first did it the first time.
Oh yes.
This one's done a lot better than that was when Hot Wheels did that one. This one's more proportioned better, front to back and the overhangs and all that. So very cool. Love this car. This one might make my top 5. I think it's very nice. I love it. So now we're going to go to America, and we're going to do the old Chevy and Ford battle here. The brand new, the last time we're going to probably see a front engine Corvette ZR1 in Hot Wheels. But
And in real life.
yeah, the convertible in this beautiful orange.
Good looking orange color. I do not like, personally, I do not like convertible Vettes. I do not believe that it is what they should be. Their Vettes are meant to be hardtops. They are meant to be on a racetrack, in my opinion. At least the newer Vettes. But Hot Wheels did do a very good job of modeling this. They have with all of the C7 Vettes.
Yeah, and the C6s. They did really good.
They've done really good with these Vettes. And the rear tail lights are done. You can clearly see the Vette symbol and the front headlights. Beautiful car modeled by Hot Wheels. The interior is detailed very well. I love how the steering wheel is separate from the center console.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that. The racing bucket seats as well.
Yeah, so they did a good job on this one. The last of the front engine Vettes. If your Corvette collection, you got Hot Wheels Corvettes, you got to have this one, because after this, it's all going to be the new C9 Vette. So kind of a last hurrah there for Hot Wheels and the Vettes, front engine Vettes anyways. And the first one we're going to see in that new one will be the race car. So
yeah,
we'll have to see how that turned out.
Definitely going to have to see how that car does in
Yep.
real life.
That's
for
true
sure.
too, because I think that car will be at Le Mans, or not, the 24 Hours of Daytona at the end of the month.
Yep.
So we'll have to see. So now we've got the Ford version, the new 2020 Mustang Shelby GT 500? Yes. GT 500 in this beautiful blue with the white racing stripes. The last car in the Q case. One of the last new additions of the year. So just got this today in the mail, so we could do our review. Very cool car. It'll also be in the A case. I didn't find it in the A case. I just never found it, so I had to buy one off of eBay. But
Oh yeah.
very cool. It's nice to see Hot Wheels at least do the one new Mustang a year.
I think that they've gotten better with their Mustang castings.
They have.
The first one that they came out with, I thought it was very plain, very undistinguished. A lot of the different parts seem to be undistinguished. Headlights, grille, tail lights. I love that the grille is an indentation in this car, unlike a lot of the earlier Mustang castings. It was just flat across, and there's a slight indentation, but you couldn't tell what was what.
Yeah. But,
So definitely better with their Mustang castings.
so it's going to be cool to add this to the Mustang collection.
It's great to have another Shelby car as well.
Oh, that's true too, yeah. It's been a
After-
while since they've done a Shelby Mustang.
Yep. After watching Ford versus Ferrari, every time I see anything Shelby, I cannot unsee Carroll Shelby's face when I look at it.
That's true. That is true. All right, let's go to Japan next. What are you doing? That's not Japanese. That's Chevy.
Oh, yeah. RX-7.
No, that's the RX-7. That's the Porsche.
Oh, that is. My
They
bad.
are close though.
I'm crazy.
They are close though. So let's
All
go to Japan and let's take a look at our Japanese representation new ones. We've got the second gen 86 Mazda Silvia RX-7.
Definitely a very sought after car in real life.
Oh yeah,
Something that you can have a lot of fun in. You can tune these things up really well.
it's nice to finally have the second gen from Hot Wheels.
I like that they have the lower running lights done on the front end and the rear tail lights done on the back end. The interior is modeled very well with
Yep.
a right-hand drive model. So European,
European and
Asian-
Japanese. Yep, Asian version.
based. This would not be. You would not see this in the States.
Nope.
But
I do believe you can import
yes, you
the
can.
second gen.
You
now.
can. in right-hand drive.
Yeah.
Just like you can the R33. You cannot do the R34 yet. I think
No,
we have
it's
to
not.
wait
It
2
got-
more years for that.
2 or 3 more years, something like that.
But back to the current car we're looking at. I believe it is a very well-modeled car.
Yeah, Hot Wheels did a good job on this one.
Hot Wheels did a very good job on this one, in my opinion. Beautiful car, very fun car.
Don't see a lot of them out on the road, though.
No, you don't. Second gens, especially.
Yeah.
You see them in junkyards, but very cool cars.
Yes, very nice, very neat, and nice to have that one from Hot Wheels. Next up, we have the Silvia S13 from Nissan. Really neat car. This is an actual car that actually exists. This paint scheme, any of this tempo work anyways, it was at SEMA. This is the first color. The second color was a light blue with the same tempo work on the side.
Yes, I absolutely love the tempo.
Yeah.
The tempo work on this car, the paint scheme. I wish the front taillights were done since the rear taillights are done.
Yeah,
I think
that is
Hot
kind of a
Wheels-
small space right there.
I think Hot Wheels needs to stick with, if they're going to do the rear, they need to do the fronts. If they do the fronts, they need to do the rear.
Yeah.
Make up your mind. But it is a very good-looking car. I love Nissans and
I love the Silvias too. They're
Silvias. They're
Yes.
very cool cars, especially the old boxier style cars.
That's true. The newer ones are cool too, but these ones I like this year. These years in any Nissan, the 80s were a very
Yes.
cool year for very
The
cool
80s
decade.
was a
80s and
very
early
cool
90s.
decade period.
Yeah, so very cool car there. Next up, we have the Subaru WRX Impreza. No, the Impreza, the STI version. In red. This is the second color. First color was the traditional Subaru blue with the gold wheels. I didn't find that one. I had to buy a 9-pack to get this one. Very cool. There is also a premium version of this car from, I believe, Fast and the Furious set.
Yeah.
But this one is very cool. I love
Yes.
this year's Subaru.
It's amazing to think how old this car actually is
That's
when
true,
it
too.
does not look it.
No, it looks like it could be a car that could be a 2020 car.
Yeah,
right,
you
know?
see this car everywhere. They are so easy to tune and so easy to make sound really cool.
Mhm.
Those boxer engines can have a very, very cool...
Very high revving, too.
Yes, very cool sound. I love the rear and the front light.
Yeah, the rear lights
Detail.
are kind of hard to tell because of the red, but
Yeah,
they're there.
you can see the rear backup lights, though.
Yeah, you can. You can see that yellow and then the silver white backup lights and then the turn signal light there.
If you look at it, you can't see it at first glance, but you
Yeah,
can
but
definitely
it's there.
see it after looking at it. The hood scoop and the hood louvs are very well
Excuse me.
detailed on the
Mhm.
hood of this car, and you can see that the Subaru decal or the emblem is
Yeah, it's
some kind of labeled, but it's not blue. It should be blue.
it looks like it's red.
But you can see the.
You can see that they made an
the
attempt to
grill
make it
mesh.
look like something.
It looks really cool. It's a
Yeah.
very cool car, very well modeled car.
Yes, it is. Love Subarus, especially those Subarus. And then next up, we have the last generation of the Honda Prelude. What year is this? 98 Honda Prelude. In the silver. Very cool car. I love this car. I'd like to see him do the older Prelude as well now that we've got the
Yes.
newer one. I love this car in Hot Wheels. I didn't really care for this Prelude in real life. I like the older body style, the generation before this one.
This one is good though. I like this one.
Yeah.
I would drive this one. I could have one
Very
now,
cool
I
though.
would.
Recolor was the same blue as the Kia Stinger, if I remember right.
Ah,
Was the recolor. 2 cases later, if I remember right. Very, very cool car. I love Preludes. I love Hondas, especially these Hondas, the Preludes, the
Uh-huh.
NSX.
cars that will not die.
Yeah, so very cool car. It's going to be neat to see this car down the road, and maybe we'll get the older gen from Hot Wheels in a year or so.
Yes.
Would be really, really cool to go along with this one. I love that year, the generation just before this one, which would be mid mid to early 90s, if I remember right. Would be really cool from Hot Wheels to see. So very sweet there. Let's go, just here, kind of not really in any order. This one was not considered a brand new addition because it's based off a former casting, but to me it's a new car, and that is the 84 Pontiac Firebird. This car is based off of the kit casting. That's why it was not considered a new model.
New casting.
But I consider it a new model because it's different than the kit car. Redesigned by Hot Wheels guru Pontiac and Chevy man Brandon Vatuski. I love this year Firebird. It's very cool.
It's a cool Firebird. It was nearing the end of Pontiac.
Yeah, and end of the Firebird line too.
Yeah, last hoorah for the Firebird in real life. Cool car, fun car.
It'd be
for
really
sure.
Fun.
I like that they've detailed the rear tail light, how it goes all the way across.
The bar tail light there.
The bar tail light. I would like to see Hot Wheels mold a mainline casting with tail light scoops to be up instead of down.
That would be kind of cool for one, like kind of like they did the
see.
E86 this year.
Yes. Yeah. It's not seen very often where raise up headlights
Lights are done in the up
position.
That's true.
It's very understandable why they're not. It's a lot cheaper to make them down because it's a flatter surface.
And just do the outline. Yeah. It's easier to cast.
It's easier to cast, but it's very cool to see when you actually see it in the up position, in the on position.
Very cool. The only thing I don't like about these year's Firebirds is the what they call the fire chicken on the hood was done a lot smaller than older years. I think it looks. I always liked it when it was the whole hood. It looked cooler.
Yes.
But outside of that, still very, very sweet, very well done, very accurately done car.
Yes. For
so
sure.
Very cool to have this one to go along with my other Firebirds that I have. So very cool there. Next up was kind of an interesting car from Hot Wheels, but it is kind of cool. And now that I've seen it, I've seen several out and about. Is the Kia Stinger. Four-door. Kind of an odd choice for Hot Wheels, but
it is a bit of a performance car, especially a four-door sedan. Especially because sedans are dying out for sure.
Yeah, it's a dying breed.
SUVs and trucks are taking over. But it's a very cool car.
I surprisingly like it.
I kind of like it too. It's odd to see a Kia that you look at and go, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because it's a Kia.
Yeah, because it's a Kia. And they weren't really known for that.
Exactly. But Hot Wheels did a very good job modeling this and making you, when you look at it, go, that's kind of cool.
Well, yeah, it's like I want to see one in real life.
Because you see that in real life and you go, that's a Kia.
Yeah, like, what are they doing?
Right? So they've definitely done a good job getting your attention with this car.
And Hot Wheels did a very good, accurate casting of it. I love the color, too. The color
that
choice
blue,
was really
that's
cool.
Another eye-catcher for sure.
Yeah, very cool car. Very sweet. Surprisingly cool car to me. It is.
Yeah, for sure.
I was surprised when I saw it. I'm like, that is cool. I might have to get that. Another one that's kind of cool, kind of makes me wonder why Hot Wheels did it, because this isn't the best year of Impala.
No, definitely.
But this is the 95 Chevy Impala SS.
I believe these were used as police cars
yes,
for a
they
very
were
short time.
A lot.
A lot, but I believe for a short time.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 years, something like that. But it seemed like the whole entire police force was Impalas.
Right, just like they were Crown Victorias later on.
Yeah.
But the Crown Victoria in many places has sadly died off.
But from what I know, the reasoning why Hot Wheels did this car because it's a very fast car. The SS version was a really quick car. Back in the day, back in '96. Still an odd choice for Hot Wheels, but still a very, very neat representation of the Impala.
I like all the small decals that they've done. You can see the Impala symbol on both sides of the rear support. You can see the detail in the headlights and the small little Chevy symbol there.
On the grille.
You can see the turn lights, and then the SS label, the SS Impala label on the rear right of the quarter panel.
Yep.
Same with on the left side.
The only weird thing is we didn't get taillights on this one.
Yeah,
which is kind of
which
strange.
is strange because they're very big taillights.
They're huge taillights on these cars.
So it is.
And it's kind of a little bit of a disappointment. It doesn't draw back. I think it'd be more disappointment if the front wasn't done and the back wasn't done. So
yeah,
a little bit there, but still
especially
really
with how
neat.
small those front headlights are.
Yeah, that's cool. And it's neat to see 5 spokes on this car. I think that was a good wheel choice for this car.
For sure, yes, definitely.
And the
definitely.
wheel size was a very good choice. It looks very accurate to what that year Impala looks like. So very neat. Kind of interesting. It's gonna be neat to see what they do with this car
Yes.
down the road.
But,
How they're gonna do paint wise and tempo wise and whatnot.
This Impala is definitely when the Impala started to die.
Yeah,
When its classic muscle car look started to die.
Yeah, and then it disappeared for a little while, and then it came back, and all that kind of stuff. So
Now you can't even distinguish what a Malibu and an Impala is.
yeah, that is true. So next up, we got a couple of Porsches here. Definitely one of my top 5, and my favorite
yes.
Porsche of all time, the 944. Very cool. I love 944s, 928s, 924s. I love those year front engine Porsches. Very, very cool.
Inline 6, if I believe.
I believe so, yes.
I believe there was an inline 4 and an inline 6
There's
option
an inline
for
6,
these
and
cars.
there is a very rare 6-cylinder turbo version as well.
Yes.
I believe it's a 6 with a turbo, not the 4 with a turbo. So, very cool. The second color of this car was almost the same color as the Lightning. It was a gold. I think the red is a better color on this car.
I love the 944. There's a few here in Yakima where we live that you can see. There's a few guys that drive them. And I actually used to know somebody who had them, and I rode in one. They're very nice cars, very smooth, especially for the year that they were produced, the technology that was in them.
Yeah, because this is what, a 90 or an
80s, if I do believe.
89. Yeah, 89, 99, 44.
Yeah.
So
These things had electric seats.
back in the day.
Electric seats back in the day, which is crazy for the 80s.
Cool car, though. I love
good-looking
the body
car.
style.
Very
944,
good-looking car.
924, which are pretty much the same car. And then I think the 924 was the 4-cylinder, and the 944 was the 6-cylinder.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
Seeing these cars in real life, it could be made a little bit skinnier, in my opinion.
The casting.
The casting compared to the real car. The real car is a bit skinnier than this.
Still, I think Hot Wheels got the proportions pretty close. I mean, it is
the fender shapes for sure.
Yeah, and you can
Good-looking car.
see the Japanese, styling in the RX-7 was taken after the Porsche 944s and 924s.
Yes.
You can really tell the diff there. You can really see the similarities there. Next up, we've got the other Porsche that's new this year, the 914 Safari. Really cool off-road Porsche. I think Hot Wheels did an awesome job on this car.
With all the rally Porsches that they've been coming out with, I think they've
Rally's
done a really
been
good
big
job.
in Hot Wheels
Yes,
here lately.
it has.
I mean, they're doing a kick-ass job with rally cars, and we still got one more coming in the main line this year too. The Lancia Delta Integrale that's coming up in the
very
C-Case.
anticipated car by myself.
Yep, me too. I love that car.
Lancia is so successful in the rally world. It continues to be.
Yeah, it was cool to see the 037 in car culture, and it's gonna be cool to see the Integrale. So it's gonna be neat to see what else they come out with this year with the rally cars. So it's gonna be sweet. I love this. I like this is probably one of the coolest rally cars that they've done.
Very
lately.
good looking car.
Very nice. I love it. Really, really cool. So we got a couple of race cars, and then we're going to do the other little oddball cars we got. So next up we go to, what's Volvo?
I have no
I
idea.
can't remember. But we've got the Volvo Estate, the 850 Estate.
Last of the licensed vehicles.
Yeah, well, this is kind of a licensed one because this is a real car, but
Oh, that makes yeah.
yeah.
But
The really, really cool. I love this paint scheme. This is actually a real paint scheme from the BBC, British touring cars. They ran this car in that series in this paint scheme. Really cool. I think it was neat that they raced the station wagon.
yeah, for sure.
That was really cool. And I like that Hot Wheels did the first version of it in that paint scheme.
Yeah, you do not see station wagons hardly at all.
No.
Especially here in the States.
No,
They're dead.
I think the Magnum was probably the last thing closest to a station wagon that we
Nothing's
saw.
Ever been made like that. I believe that they're still pretty widely used.
They're still
the
made in
UK,
Europe quite a bit,
but here in the States definitely died off. Again, SUVs and pickup trucks are definitely taking over.
Yeah, but really cool that Hot Wheels did this and the way they did this. The recolor is a silver, if I remember right.
I haven't seen
We have one here. I think Shaden has one. And then this color, and then it has just recently come out. The third edition just recently came out in the B case in red. So it is just looks like a real car. With, I believe it has the same wheels on it.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
really cool there. So that's kind of neat to see from Hot Wheels. It kind of makes me anticipate the Fast Wagons car culture set that's coming.
Oh yeah.
Because this is going to be in it too, in a premium. So that's
Yeah.
going to be kind of cool. So next up we have our last licensed casting. This is the Formula E Gen 2 race car. Kind of a unique series. If you guys have
Yes.
ever seen it, it is an electric-powered race car series that runs basically on street circuits.
Based off of the F1, I think they somewhat follow the F1 circuit a little bit.
Yeah.
They're definitely a subdivision of it. Very oddball looking cars.
Yeah. But still
Um,
kind of cool. Seeing as I'm a race car buff, it's neat to have.
It's quite. I've watched some of the Formula E stuff. It's quite underwhelming to watch.
That's true because
It's all very quiet.
except for that
Yeah.
sound that the motor
it's,
makes.
It's
but-
all very quiet, but still kind of cool looking. Definitely oddball looking though.
Yeah. I think if they got rid of this and had a rear wing, I think it would look a
Yeah.
little better. But I think they were trying to get away from the Formula One IndyCar.
Compared to the real life versions of these cars, they all look the same.
Yeah.
There is no difference aside from paint scheme. Hot Wheels did a very good job on modeling this car.
Yeah, they did. And this one, I believe, a lot of the sponsors on this car are real sponsors from that series. So I'm not sure if this is an actual paint scheme because there's no car number on this one. But very cool. This is the first color, and we do have the second color, which is this weird purple. I like this. I like that the black and blue and gray better. But still very cool. Very neat to have that. Next up, we have the first winner of the Hot Wheels Legends Tour. I can't remember what they call this car. I covered it up with my label. Oh, the Z. There it is. I can't remember what it's called. But it's just this very kind of interesting looking
Bug vehicle.
looking car. This is the second color. The first color was actually silver. If you did not know, though, this is an entirely metal casting. Even the base is die-cast metal on this
Yes,
one. So that's
very surprising.
and it's a heavy
Except
for the size. It's
I believe.
yeah, that's part of
that.
the interior.
So the
But,
interior piece is plastic, but
yeah.
very surprising to see a metal base
Metal body.
mainline car.
Yeah, very cool. And it's got some weight to it. I think it might be a good track car. If you guys are looking for a track car, it might be kind of a neat idea for that. So really sweet there. It's kind of cool. I got it because I got it in a 9-pack when I bought the 9-pack for the... What car did I say I got? And I had to get probably the
Cyclone.
Subaru. The Subaru. Or the Sidewinder. The Sidewinder came out with a 9-pack. So one of those two, this one was in it with it. So I had to pick it up. So that's where I got that. Next up is kind of a cool looking, they call this the Grand Cross. Looks like a Tesla, but it looks like a RV. It's kind of a cool looking, or an SUV. kind of cool looking. That's why I picked it up. I kind of liked it.
Looks like a mix, an elongated Porsche SUV
Yeah,
mixed with a Tesla SUV.
Yeah, it kind of does. But still kind of cool. Still picked it up. I thought it was it was neat enough for me to pick up anyways. Then I had to get this because my wife's a huge Ninja Turtle fan. And I had to pick this up just to have it in the set. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Party Wagon.
Definitely based off of a VW bus.
Yeah, but still kind of cool to have this in the collection. This is probably going to stay on the card simply because it's got the whole Ninja Turtles.
I do think that
and everything on it.
Classic cartoon Ninja Turtles on it's the really cool
bit. So it's sweet.
Cool little
van. It is again coming out this year, except it's got 5 spokes now instead of the disc wheels. So kind of sweet there. So got that, and then I got the first 2 in the main lines from the Netflix cartoon of the Fast and Furious Spy Racers, the Ion Motors Thrasher, which I think is really cool and based pretty much on a Charger, if you ask me.
Definitely based on a Charger.
And then we've got the Astana Hato, which
Astana Hato.
Yeah, which to me is based on a 240Z, if you ask me.
Yeah, I can see it.
So, very cool, very sweet.
Very good-looking car
So,
for a
fantasy casting.
Fantasy casting. Very cool looking car.
So, Elisha's going to show you his top 5.
Good selection of cars that Hot Wheels has done for first edition castings. If y'all remember me from the older videos when I wasn't here, I'm a big SUV fan. So I'm going to pull out what is going to be in my top 5 at the moment. I don't know exactly what order I'm going to put them in yet. But they're probably all going to be off-road and racing vehicles. If y'all know the way I am with my choices. And because I'm a Ford fan. So these would definitely have to be my top 5 if you can see all of them. The Land Rover Defender, the Big Air Bel Air, the Rally Porsche, the 914 Safari, the Bentley Continental GT3, and the Golden Ford Lightning. Unlike my father, I really like the paint scheme on this truck. I like the detailing. I like the lightning. You can read it almost. You can see the distinguished lightning bolt on it. I love lightning trucks. It's a truck that I want in real life really badly. It is a gorgeous truck. Definitely has some fame to it, being in Fast and the Furious for sure. But I think my number 1 is going to have to be the Land Rover Defender SUV. I love box body SUVs, and a Land Rover Defender is a pinpoint box body vehicle. I like Land Rover Defenders. They're very good in the off-road world. You don't see them in the States a whole lot, but you definitely see them in the UK off-road scene for sure. They're widely used there, especially for how old they are, but gorgeous truck. I love the detail, and I love the British part of it. Number 2 is definitely going to have to be the Big Air Bel Air. I love the classic racing paint scheme that's on this.
Classic Hot Wheels, too.
Classic Hot Wheels. Big Air, Bel Air. You can see the name on the side there. It's really cool. And Lucas Oil being on it. I wonder if Hot Wheels had to do something with that.
They probably have the license for it, which is kind of cool. It's kind of neat because I was looking at the site, and all the sponsors that are on the side of it too are really, really cool. You got K&N on there. You got Holly Carbs. Looks like Goodyear tires.
Bell Racing Equipment.
Bell Racing Equipment. So there's some really cool actual sponsors on this cars too. That is really, really neat to see on there. And they're small, but you can tell that they're there and tell what they are too. It's really cool.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a very good looking off-road car. Third one, I might have put them in my top 5 order, but third one is going to be the 914 Safari. I love the Rally Porsches that Hot Wheels is coming out with, like I said before. I like the smaller version of what's on the Defender. I like that the outer rim line is painted as well as the inner spokes. Very good looking wheels, very suiting for this car, in my opinion. Very detailed roll cage, I think. You can see it in the rear. You can't really see it inside, but still a very good looking car. Very awesome car. I think my fourth is going to have to be the Lightning. I love the gold color on this thing, like I said before. And you can see the side pipe. I love side pipes before the wheel. I think they look amazing.
They do.
But a very good looking truck. And again, definitely has some fame to it because of Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
And then fifth is going to be the Bentley Continental GT3. A very cool addition to the race car scene for sure. I like all the different race cars that Hot Wheels has been coming out with. And I think this is a great addition to
Yeah,
them.
it is very cool. All right, so now I have been struggling with my top 5. Definitely the 944 is there. That's probably my most anticipated casting this year. Definitely gonna have to put that in there. Probably gonna have to put the Cyclone in there, even though I don't like the wheel choice, but still a very cool truck. Probably gonna have to put. I didn't think this was gonna make it, but I'm gonna have to put the R8 in there. I love that car. Really cool. I love Audis, especially the R8. Very cool car there. Probably once they're gonna have to do like Elijah and put the Defender in there. Very cool. I love that car. Very, very sweet. And probably number 5, which is probably my toughest choice.
The last one's always the toughest.
I know, the last one is always the toughest because there's so much to choose from. And this was a very good year. I mean,
Indeed.
it was a very good year of new castings, and it's really kind of hard to pick them out. But I'm probably going to have to go with the RX-7.
Yeah, when you put all these cars together like this, you actually kind of go, wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
And individually, it's like, oh, that's cool. And then you get another one, you pick up the next one, oh, that's cool. And then when you get them all together, you're like, holy crap, what's my top 5?
Right?
So,
And you go, holy crap, they came out a whole lot.
yeah, they did. I'm probably going to have to go with my number 1 being the 944 simply because that's my favorite Porsche of all time. And probably the most anticipated car this year. Out of this year's cars that I wanted to get the most was probably the 944. They'd probably be in this order: the 944, the Cyclone, the RX-8, the Defender, and then the RX-7 is probably my top. Yeah, that's right. What did I say? 7?
RX.
Oh yeah, RS or R8. Yeah, Spider is
just
probably
R8.
my third one. So those are my top 5. Very cool year. 2021, I think it's going to be even better. I mean, we've already got a couple already got in, and we still got the Integrale, the Mark IV. I mean, it's going to be a huge year for cars, so it's going to be interesting
And
to see.
remember, we're talking about Hot Wheels only right now.
Yeah, so
Don't think about anything else.
Yeah. So it's going to be 2021. I think it's going to be a big year too. So
For Hot Wheels.
for Hot Wheels
sure.
and new castings and just some cool stuff on both the mainline and the premium side. It's gonna be a huge year. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoy having this man back. And we'll be doing some more. We'll be doing some more stuff together, doing some more customs, doing some more. Probably doing some more 3 for Thursdays together. We'll kind of mesh his collection with my collection, and we'll put 3 cars together that have a theme, and go with it there. And we'll be showing you some more hauls and stuff. He has bought a few things on his own, just not a lot, but
Yeah.
He does.
I don't have room currently.
yeah, he's kind of making more room for his collection, but outside of that, it's been great. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave your top 5 in the comments. Tell us what was your favorite top 5s, and just continue to have a great week. And remember,
Leave some on the pigs versus other collectors.
yeah, because we like to find these cars too and have fun, meet new people, get into the hobby, meet some new people. Maybe you'll make some friends and have fun, and you'll be able to trade back and forth, and maybe they can find stuff for you if you have to work or something, and
Right?
all that good stuff. So we'll catch you guys later. We're out. We'll see you in the next video. We're out. Bye.